Sunday afternoon. Not the first time, James, on a Sunday, but first time on a Sunday afternoon.
Well, we had, 2009 was the last time we were rained out and had to do this, and that was when Tony Stewart and Ryan Newman were back racing.
Absolutely.
Race. And Tony, I think, won at Kansas that day, flies here, and then runs 7th in the Lucas Oil Knoxville Late Model Nationals. How about that?
And there you see the cars on the chute, on the front stretch, getting ready for some hot laps that we're going to have. We will have a single B main for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. There are the trophies that will be given out today. They are already staged in Lucas Oil Knoxville Nationals Victory Lane on the front stretch here today. Beautiful day right now. There is a threat of weather a little bit later on this evening. And when I say this evening, from about 5 o'clock on is when the chances begin. 6 o'clock, they go up considerably. So John McCoy, his entire staff here, trying to get the program in for all the fans, the competitors, and everyone alike.
And it's very hot right now. It's supposed to be 93 here tomorrow, and right now it's probably in the mid to upper 80s here as that sun has come out, and they have worked this track all for the last couple of hours. We had to come out early today and pick up our signage and banners, as you see some of them there that were blown over with the storm here last night as we were under a thunderstorm warning. We got hail, high winds, all kind. I don't know how Junior Coover's tent made it through the night, but I think Rick gave him he came into the Lucas Oil trailer there for a little bit for safety. Yes.
Yeah, we're all family here, and
yes, we are.
Junior was out there tenting just outside the series hauler, so he got to come indoors last night when it got pretty bad. I know Ross Robinson was headed to Des Moines last night to meet up with his car owner Ken Adams, and they had to pull over under an overpass at one point because the hail was that big.
Yeah, the Iowa Hawkeyes, I think their game was stopped twice last night. But we had some hail, and I think there was a report of a tornado nearby in Pella. So we're not that far from the window maker company, the great town over there, all the windmills and all the restaurants they have downtown Pella. So next year when you're back, everybody can visit that. So a lot of the signage you see here that is the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series sponsors, including our Lucas Oil, signature banner there. It got half of it was like Lucas O. We had to add that back on. So a great job by all of our staff, Jeremy and Rick and everybody, and everybody. Even I come out this morning early and was helping, and we had to get all the banners from up here in the grandstand that were simply destroyed. I mean, the eyelets were ripped out of them. So. But everybody made it through last night, and we're ready to go. We got a nice sunny day, Bob, and a Sunday afternoon at Knoxville.
This is, it's beautiful right now, very picturesque for sure, and we're looking forward to a good day of racing. But we're going to be in hurry-up mode to beat that weather that's coming in the evening hours. And right now, this is going to be B-Main hot laps, dirt draft hot laps for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Yes, you can still get your picks in for today's. I'm not going to say tonight's. Today's. Late Model Knoxville National, so go to dirtdraft.com/Lucas Oil and participate with some of the greatest dirt late model fans in America. You basically have $100,000 in fantasy money. Each driver rated at a different dollar amount. You have to select 5 drivers. Let me tell you, it's difficult for sure. I love getting on there when I do remember. Get on and have some fun with you racing fans all across the country. And Justin Duty right here in the number 15 machine. We're looking forward to that. And remember, all new subscribers today, James, get what? A new T-shirt.
A new T-shirt. Look at now. My correct here, it says the contest locks in 1 hour and 25 minutes. Is that correct?
You are getting savvy. I like it.
Dustin taught me that last week at Eldora. Got my password. Of course, he gave it to everybody in America on the FloRacing Out in America race from Fairbury. But now, and so, I'm out my roster status. What does that mean? Am I cautioned?
Well, the roster status means you can go and vote. So when it's green, you can go in there and select, I should say, not vote.
Okay. All right.
So you get to go in there. Like if you press that right now, then there's 3 different contests that you can enter.
Okay.
You would enter that one.
All right.
Because you've never done it before. I'm helping James out.
You're going to give me a T-shirt. I'm going to get a T-shirt. Okay.
You get your $100,000 of salary.
Okay, that's good.
You got 5 drivers. Average driver amount is $20,000.
Okay.
So you go and you press here, and then you can see. See that? See? Dustin, we got him covered.
Dustin, thank you. I got to change my password because
now you can go.
If Jonathan Davenport is a $23,000 value today. Bobby Pierce is on the pole. He's $22,500.
Listen, if you pick the first 5 drivers there, you're going to go over the dollar amount. So that's why it's really cool, and every driver rated at a different dollar amount. Go see where Tyler Erb is. Tyler Erb is rated at $19,200. So your average is $20,000. So Tyler Erb, is going to get at least a provisional if he doesn't make it through a transfer spot in the B main. So he would be a good one to pick because he's rated at under that $20,000 line, and we know that he can run very well here. He's had a difficult weekend, but he has won 3 times in preliminary action for the series here at Knoxville.
Well, my man Junior Coover, he's at $17,500 as well.
Well, you don't know if Junior Coover is going to make the show. He starts on the next to last row.
You got to have faith, brother. Now,
yes, I know, but I'm trying to be realistic too.
I know.
So you got to have a little strategy, is what I'm saying.
Trying for you, Junior. I'm trying. Now, do I get to win a Junior Coover T-shirt if I? Okay.
Well, we're going to have to ask Clint Dahl. Are there Junior Coover T-shirts? I would like one.
I'll have to go get one. How about the 93? Jay Johnson owns that car, but it's Chad Simpson, the current Lucas Oil MLRA points leader. Has been in that. Had some mechanical issues with his 25 car here on Thursday night. There's our man right there. The Flying Wing 10.
It's kind of
not
like
the Flying Wing Tips, but the Flying Wing 10.
Well, remember, you used to have the Flying 11, which was Ray Hendrick back in the day. So Junior Coover.
Yeah, Dave Marcus was the Wing Tips, right?
He was the Wing Tips, yes, absolutely. The
Shoes,
boots, yes.
I like these. Junior's out there. He's ready to go.
I love that he has some spunk with that number on that race car, and he's got the Flying Wings on there, so we'll see how Junior can do. He's lining up on the outside of row number 6 for the B main tonight. We'll start 12th. The top 6 will transfer into the A main tonight.
Now, the other night, of course, we were talking about Justin Zeitner. Justin Zeitner had mechanical issues. He made the race here on Thursday night and did not run Friday night, but he made the cutoff for the 24-car field because he had enough points from Thursday. So he is going to run his Malvern Bank car today, which he can do, and he's going to start 23rd in the field. The final car that made the cut was Spencer Dirks, by the way, here on Friday night after that. Again, it was not a combination of either one of them. You need that? You got
No. Right? I was just looking. It's $2,500 to start.
Exactly.
So Zeitner going to run double duty here today because we also have the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series with us. That's going to run their feature after hours today, and so he'll have a double dip. And $2,500 just to start the race. He earned his way in by virtue of his performance, his single day performance on Thursday night.
And 10th place, by the way, pays $5,000 to win. This place is one of the first ones to do a very good payoff. 50, 25, 10, 87, 50, 7,500 on down. So very impressive. John McCoy and everybody here at Knoxville has done that. 3 Lucas Oil regulars with perfect attendance not yet in. Ross Robinson, Tyler Erb, Dalton Wilson. So they're hoping to make it in. And once they make it in, there are no other provisionals, by the way. So everybody else will be done for the weekend. So,
and you're talking about money? I think I'm just going to give you a little tease here. I think you should watch the Lucas Dirt site this week because there might be a little bit of a story that comes out about some particular race, and that's all I'm going to say. How about that? Just a little tease right now. Connor Wade also with us in the infield. Thursday night, we mentioned Justin Zeitner's good performance, a really good performance for Shane Clanton as well. He will start 7th tonight, and he's standing by with Connor.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Love being in Knoxville on a Sunday afternoon. Shane Clanton, as you mentioned, winner on the first prelim night here, and we know how good that 25 car was that night. Just saw you watching this first hot lap session of the day. What's day racing going to be like at Knoxville?
I'm not sure. I don't think we've ever done it here, so hopefully the racetrack has a little bit of cushion and it still has that bottom where we can do 2-wide racing. Racetrack looks good right now. It worked hard this morning trying to get it back in shape. As much rain we had last night, so hopefully we make the right adjustments here and be pretty good.
Track conditions were so much different on Friday night from Thursday night whenever you won. Do you feel like the 25 car is good in the conditions that we saw on Friday night?
Well, I think we are. With my teammate, we put what we had on my car on Thursday and on his car Friday was pretty good. So I was trying some stuff Friday and it didn't work out. So we know what not to do, so hopefully we make the right adjustments.
So you've won now 2 prelims at Knoxville. How badly do you want that Saturday night finale win, and what would that mean to you?
Oh, it means big. Like I said, I've had 2 preliminary nights, but I want that big one. It's a major event, so it just put on my resume just one more crown jewel race.
Well, I'm in Sunday. I've got to get used to this whole racing on Sunday thing, but good luck tonight, Shane. Thank you so much for your time. Shane Clanton, the winner of Night 1 here at Knoxville. We'll see if he can get it done in the $50,000 finale.
And see, Shane forgot about the fact that he was here in 2009. So, got a race on a Sunday here. 6 times a winner this year for Shane Clanton. There's Randall Edwards talking to his driver, Tyler Erb, after their hot lap session around this half-mile facility. Tyler Erb has not had a good weekend. He will be in the B main tonight. He will start on the inside of row number 2. So we'll see if things turn around a little bit for Tyler Erb. Of course, 75 laps, the distance of this year's Knoxville Nationals for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. 25 short of what we have traditionally seen, but that is to eliminate the fuel stop.
Right. And in 2009, the last time we had a Sunday evening show, the 2 goats ran first and second, Bloomquist and Moyer, back 13 years ago, Bob.
I love it, love it. A lot of racing action to go still here today at Knoxville. Coming up, we got B mains and a 75-lap A main later on today.
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system. Pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Hey, you ready to go to my mom's?
Well, I can't go today. I have to mow. It's probably going to take all day.
Well, that's too bad. Don't work too hard.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit DixieChopper.com.
Hey, hon. Yard looks great.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean. Super easy, super fast.
For those who don't settle when others do, who will give everything but won't give up. For those who believe in unlimited while others limit themselves. For those who are set free by performance and believe innovation can take you anywhere.
Big River Steel, we've always been known as innovators. We dared to make new rules as the world's first flex mill, including supplying the auto and electrical industries with steels that other mills like us can't, all while showing what it means to be a sustainable steelmaker. We're proud to be the world's first and only LEED certified steel production facility. Now, as part of U.S. Steel, we're committed to making steels that are best for all. You could say it's the innovator in us.
coming to the sprint car place. We always get a big curb, makes it exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. What would it mean to you to win 50 large?
It'd be huge. It'd be my second biggest one. I won 100 last year, but to do it here, really, I lived in Iowa the last 6 years, so a lot of hometown people here come and root me on.
How much of the 100 is left right now?
Very little. We need this 50 so we can keep going up and down the road.
You guys are my favorite crack addicts of all time. You just got to keep pouring the money back into the habit, don't you?
Yeah, you have to. The minute you stop, then what else are you going to do? You're going to sit at home, watch TV? That's no fun.
Good to see you, buddy.
You too, man.
Hey, Wade.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you head toward the stage?
Okay.
Because it's about opening ceremonies time.
Okay.
Bye, crikey.
Bye, crikey. That was Bishop. We're buddies. I just said so. I'm not running.
We're all watching you, Wade.
Oh, remember the Faulty Towers? Are you old enough to remember Faulty Towers?
Faulty Towers?
Yeah, it was an English show. John Cleese, he always said, "Walk this way, sir," and he went. Thank you for improvising with the radio communication too, Tone. I appreciate it.
I figured your radio hasn't worked all year. It wouldn't work today either. So, Chris?
Just need 2 minutes, mate. Just getting all this information from Jim. And you're right. Yes, I haven't used the radio all week, so why would I start now? I get it. Tony, just to confirm that you have our friend up there with you.
That is correct there, Wade.
Confirmed.
There we go.
And with that, Wade and everybody else, we'll go ahead and please rise. Gentlemen, remove those ball caps. We'll get tonight's opening invocations and opening ceremony started. But first, with our opening invocation, please welcome Russ Ward, chaplain of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series.
Thank you so much. Please join me in a word of prayer. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, God, once again, Lord, we are just so thankful and so blessed to be part of your creation, Lord. God, we know that the weather was not in our favor yesterday, but God, from what I understand, there were many, many farmers in this area that needed that rain. And God, that's why you're God and we're not. But God, we just thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day you bless us with. God, we just thank you for those who are serving this great country, at home and abroad, past and present, Lord. I just pray you be with those who are serving, that you would keep them safe, that you would bring them home safe to their families, be with their families and bring them peace, God, in the time of need. Father, just watch over this entire program today. I ask God that the weather hold off and we can get this show in tonight. And Lord, just grant us safety in all that we do tonight for our drivers, crew members, staff, and our great fans as they go to and from. Lord, just grant us a great, safe, easy evening tonight. And as always, we give you all praise and glory in all that we do. And we ask it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like you to welcome and make plenty of noise for our great friends at the Monroe American Legion. Would you please put your hands together and welcome them here to the Lucas Oil Late Model Nationals. And ladies and gentlemen, this beautiful young lady is going to sing the American anthem, as she always did so incredibly well here at Knoxville Raceway. Would you please welcome Miss Erin DeYoung to sing the national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, give her a round of applause. Nice job. And again, a round of applause for the American Legion presenting today's colors. So as the cars make their way down into the staging lanes and the Legion makes their way across Victory Lane, a proud day here at the Knoxville Raceway as we put the cap on the 2022 racing season. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go racing here at Knoxville.
Excited to hear that. Let's go racing with Tony Bachhoven, the voice of the Knoxville Raceway. Excited to be with you all today through MAV TV on FloRacing. B-Main, the only one here today, lining up in the chute. And we take a look at the starting lineup for this one. A 12-lap distance overall. They'll take the top 6. Ross Robinson out of Delaware on the point in that number 7 machine. And MLRA rookie third in points, Daniel Hilsebeck in the 22.
Tyler Erb, he's 6th in the Lucas Oil Championship points, not yet in. He won 2 of the 3 races here a year ago. And Dalton Wilson, who's 2nd in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase behind Garrett Albertson. He drives the 18D car.
Justin Duty in the number 15 will line up 5th to his outside. Charging Charlie McKenna, 4th overall in the Hoker standings in the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series. He'll be in that number 22.
Matt Furman, home of the Iowa Hawkeyes, Iowa City, Iowa, inside row 4. And Jonathan Houston, he's out of Columbus Junction, Iowa, in the 42.
You got a Cornhusker back there starting 9th. That's Andrew Kosiski. Hopefully he does better than they have been doing in the football program. Dustin Walker in the 14 will start 10th.
You went there, didn't you? Ted Simpson, he's going to be in the 93 of Jay Johnson today. He's the two-time champion of Lucas Oil MLRA and the current MLRA points leader. Junior Coover, the veteran out of Norfolk, Nebraska, number 10. And the veteran, the oldest driver here, glad to have him here, said it could be his final trip to Knoxville as a driver. Al Humphrey out of Giltner, Nebraska, at 68 years old. You go, Alan Jr. Let's put on a show for these folks, all right?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Good-looking field of cars. We see one car. Tyler Erb is lined up towards the back, but he will start on the inside of that second row. But a great job by Brian Gertz all weekend long, giving us all the footage from downstairs. So we appreciate him. He's normally one of our action cameras up on top of the speedway, usually in turn number 1, but he's doing a dynamite job with the handheld all weekend.
John Collum, Blaze Dillner.
Yep. Jeremy Peterson in turn 1.
Thank you, Jen Ashley, everybody else what great job. Yeah, go ahead.
We forgot Derek Just over in.
Yes, and I saw Dan Just here.
Yes, Dan and Karen is here as well.
Sean Stafford.
Sean Stafford,
I
absolutely.
saw him briefly the other night. So
well, he did leave, actually, because he had to go home. Yep, had some things to attend to tomorrow. There's Dan. Hey, Dan, turn around. Can you hear us? Nope, he can't hear us.
He's doing his dirt draft.
Yep.
I think he's doing his dirt draft.
Is that what he's doing?
I don't know.
He's probably looking at his fantasy football team and saying, why am I losing today?
Well, there you are. He weighs. Oh, my goodness.
We have a fun bunch here, and we enjoy the series. You know, all of us from the television side, as well as even everybody at FloRacing, really enjoy the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. There is Tyler Erb, Turbo himself. He won the races last year on Thursday and Friday night, was leading on Saturday when he had a broken gear. Unfortunate for him, he did fight back after changing that gear. He fought back to a 6th place run.
You know our buddy Wayne Castleberry, our marketing director at Lucas Oil Series, of course. Of course, he sends me text messages here about, Jacksonville. It was 24-0 Jacksonville. I don't know what the final was, but obviously he's a big Jaguars fan, so the Colts
He's working for the wrong company to be a Jacksonville Jaguars fan today.
Hey, there you have it.
By the way, I just saw that Jonathan Houston is a scratch here in the number 42. His car not out on the racetrack. So, unfortunately, Jonathan will not be with us here today with that good-looking race car.
Yeah, I saw him down in the pits earlier, and he was out to hot lap. So 3 not yet in the Lucas Oil Series. They would go in order of Tyler Erb, Dalton Wilson, Ross Robinson as provisionals. So they're trying to make it in. They got to finish in the top 6. There's Ross Robinson. Of course, Amanda very excited to make it out here for the very first time and to get to run in the daytime in Knoxville. We'll see how tire wear will be. They're on, the 30s, and I think they can run the 40 as a right rear option here as well. Let me double-check on that. Yes. LM30s, LM40, and that new NLMT4. How do you like about the new tire rule for 2023? We go from 26 compounds to 6?
Excited about that for next year. Announced in Eldora last Thursday prior to the World 100. So now it looks like we're going green with the only B-main tonight. Fast Shafts B-main number 1. Ross Robinson on the point for this one. Daniel Hilsebeck alongside of him. Tyler Erb and rookie Dalton Wilson in that second row. Nice slow start. We are green for the first time on a Sunday here afternoon at Knoxville.
The last day race you did at the Racing Freeway Start Zone was at DuQuoin, right? A couple of weeks ago.
That's right.
Race on a Monday, Labor Day Monday, but the Racing Freeway Start Zone and down the back straightaway. They tried to go 3 wide there briefly. There comes Erb at the bottom. How about Hilsebeck? Got this car from Shane Clanton, the Capital car. That's why it's not the white and green that we're used to seeing Daniel Lynn, but he's currently 3rd in MLR points. Good race here so far, Bob.
I say keep it red because he's running really well this weekend and got it wound up on the top side. We go double box right now. Tyler Erb takes the lead, but on the right, Ross Robinson goes back by Justin Duty for 3rd.
Dalton Wilson there trying to get around the Oregon driver. Dalton Wilson to James Ratliff out of Campbellsville, Kentucky on Longhorn. As we get down the straightaway, our final race before we head to Brownstown, Indiana next weekend, the night before the Jackson 100. $10,000 to win Lucas Oil Series, $20,000 to win on Saturday night, and all the money in memory of C.J. Rayburn that we have up for grabs there. But a little bit of business to do yet this afternoon. $50K on the line. This is our only preliminary in the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series. They will be with us as well this afternoon. And problems for Charlie McKenna. He's a regular on the Malvern Banker, making Malvern Bank Hoker Trucking Series, and the Ames, Iowa driver takes it to the infield.
Yeah, bad break for Charlie McKenna. He pulls off the racetrack. Looks like he's going to be done for the day. So look at that big lead that Tyler Erb has now. About, 3.4 seconds now for Tyler Erb over the rest of the field. He's coming back with a vengeance today after 2 difficult nights.
Ross Robinson in the 7 car running in 3rd. Duty, Wilson, Matt Furman right now on the bubble in the 51 car. As you see Tyler Erb. Boy, I tell you what, that Saturday night, I go back to that right before the fuel stop we had here a year ago. He was in command, broke the quick change gears. They got part of it fixed before we went red. They fixed the rest of it. He joined back on the tail, but it was Heartbreak City to the best performance number 1 car. As coming out of turn number 4, 6 laps halfway in the books for the driver out of New Waverly, Texas, in control right now, Bob. 5 seconds the advantage over the rest of the field.
Slow down, Tyler. You don't need to go that fast right now. He'll have a good car for today's race. I was going to say tonight, but it's going to be today.
I believe it's a new car. They pulled out. Remember the other night he had a tire go down, got into the wall in the Armco barrier in 3 and 4. And I believe they told me before I left on Friday night that they were going to bring out the new car. So,
indeed,
thing is hooked up good, and he's got a straightaway lead on this big half mile over Hilsebeck.
And just to remind everybody what's going to happen here today, we're kind of rushing through the program to make sure that we get all the racing action in today. We are scheduled right now to go green, or shortly thereafter. 3:30 p.m. is when we will go live on the MAV TV Motorsports Network. That is Central Time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And we're trying to get everything in today, including that Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series as well.
Looking forward to last night, of course, the rain. It rained yesterday morning for most of the morning. Then we had a brief break, but then from then on, well, after about 3 o'clock on, it was nothing but rain and thunderstorms and hail and high winds, and there was just no way it was going to happen. But after Friday night show, we were really looking forward to it. And as we come here in the daytime to complete this show today, right now, Herb, way out in front. Hilsebeck, Robinson, Duty, Wilson, and Furman, still your top 6. As Herb works around Junior Coover.
Junior Cougars had a good weekend. A lot of fun, a lot of laps on this racetrack. Looks like he will not make the starting lineup here in this one as he's running back at 11th. But Tyler Erb, this is a good chance for him to understand this racetrack here today. Coming up, we're going to have A-Main hot laps for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. The 24 cars already locked into the show. Only 1 lap to go in this one.
Trying some different lines out there just to see. This will be the last time he is on the track before the main event. Right now he's rolling through the middle, not on the hub as they head down the straightaway. And Tyler Erb will win this Fast Shafts B main for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Where's Daniel Hilsebeck? There he is. He's second in the 22 car. 9 seconds the advantage for Erb. Ross Robinson's going to take third. He'll be in the show. Oregon's Justin Duty. Good job. He's in. Dalton Wilson in. And Matt Furman makes it in here, the Iowa native, finishing 6th in car 51, Bob.
Yeah, Andrew Kosiski 1 spot out of a chance transfer. And how about Chad Simpson? He's had a difficult weekend here, had trouble underneath the hood with his normal number 25 machine. Of course, he had that wicked ride a few weeks back and destroyed a race car. But in this race car, the 93 here today, he does not make the main event. He is a former prelim night winner here at Knoxville. And now the A-Main cars start to get together on the chute to head out onto the racetrack. Jonathan Davenport, the Nutrient Ag Solutions number 49, the number 1 dirt late model driver in America. 20 wins for JD already this year. And, of course, he's coming off the big weekend at Eldora, the 5th time he was able to capture the World 100.
And, again, as you mentioned, he has never won this race. So on his bucket list to do. And he will start on the outside of the front row here tonight of the main event as we have hot laps for those drivers with 24 locked in. So you see Davenport down there, and behind him is Tad Pospischel, the 04 car to Norfolk, Nebraska. He was fast qualifier, the All-Star Performance fast qualifier here on Friday night in that Longhorn 04 car. See Ricky Weiss, the 7 car, the Dryden Sniper chassis. He will start 14th here later on today. So again, your front row is going to be Bobby Pierce, Jonathan Davenport, then Tyler Bruning, and Ricky Thornton Jr. will be your top 4 in the main event, 75 laps.
I like what I saw in a Tyler Erb. Think he might have a good car. See if he can work his way through the field today. He will start, 25th in the starting lineup today. You see the bright orange Midwest sheet metal spoiler on Tim McCready's car, the number 39. That is to indicate he is the point leader of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series for everybody in the grandstands and as well at home watching through MAV TV on FloRacing. Hot laps for the A-Main cars now coming out onto the racetrack. Just as a reminder, the schedule shows right now A-Main cars have their hot laps, and then the Malvern Bank cars are going to have their hot lap / time trial session, and then we will be back on MAV TV as well as the MAV TV on FloRacing stream. That'll be at 3:30 p.m. And we're looking forward to just hurrying through this show to make sure that it gets in with some severe weather possibly predicted for later on this evening.
So there's Tad Pospisil, the 04 car. Started on the front row here on Thursday night of the main event. There's the 7, the J&C Properties Dryden Sniper Vic Hill of Ricky Weiss, the Canadian. We'll start outside of row number 7 here tonight. There's Brandon Overton. Brandon Overton, the fastest qualifier here on Thursday night, but did not make the show. Had a tire go down in the B main, got into the wall, and had a top, he had a top 5 here on Friday night. There's Justin Zeitner. Good to have him back with us out of Malvern, Iowa, in the 62 car.
And this is his Malvern Bank super late model, more of a spec late model, so he is competing with that. He'll be doing double duty because also that series running here today. There is Chris Simpson. Chris Simpson won just about a week ago in super late model competition, and now he's got a good starting spot. Finished 3rd on Friday night here at Knoxville.
Yeah, his best finish with the series in a long, long time. Glad to see that. By the way, Hoker Trucking, Jeff Hoker, who's here, clean sweep. They swept the podium with Pierce, Thornton, and Simpson. There's the Big River Steel 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr., native of Arizona. He's lived here in Adel, Iowa for several years, and, of course, now lives in Martinsville, Indiana. Who on the staff doesn't live in Indiana, right?
That's right, just about.
There you go.
Although we know Scotty Max from Georgia. Just
well, he keeps reminding us of that. He's already picked Shane Clanton.
Oh, he was very happy with that Georgia Bulldog win the other night. There is Jimmy Owens. Jimmy Owens, 2-time late model Knoxville Nationals winner in the Ramirez number 20.
He'll start 10th in the main event. Again, no fuel stop. First time we've done that in a few years, and that kind of. I've never been a big fan of fuel stops, and I knew that they do that here in the Sprint Car Knoxville Nationals, and I completely understand that. But we basically had the same format here for a long, long time, with the inverts. But we went to the fuel stop because, the fuel cells, they used to be 32 gallon, and now they're down to 28 mostly. So, they burn a lot here because it's a fast racetrack, as all of you well know.
Ryan Gustin in the number 19 car. He'll line up 16th on the starting lineup when we go green for 75 laps here today. Just a couple of laps for all of these drivers. There is Jonathan Davenport. He'll start on the outside of the front row today in that Nutrient Ag Solutions car. Can he get the late model Knoxville Nationals win for the first time in his career? He is a 2-time prelim night winner here at Knoxville.
Yeah, coming off the big win, as you mentioned, at Eldora last week, the 52nd World 100, the 5th time he has won that race. There's Tim McCready. Won this race before, the 39 car, but it would be a first for him for Paler Motorsports. He won that one for Ann and Carl Myers. And again, our sympathies, Carl Myers, of course, longtime car owner. The Sweeteners Plus car passed away about a month or so ago. Timmy, started in late models in 04. Thanks to Carl and Ann Myers. So, and the rest is history because he's a first ballot Hall of Famer is Tim McCready. How about Jonathan Davenport right now? 20.167. Still time to get your dirt draft in. dirtdraft.com/Lucas Oil. If you're a first timer, you can do it here at the track, at home. Get on there and get your top 5 pick for this Lucas Oil late model Knoxville Nationals. $50,000 to the winner. We've got a busy week coming up, don't we? A couple of weeks. We got after Brownstown next week. We've got the Hillbilly 100 right on a Thursday, right? And we go to Raceway 7, Conneaut, Ohio on a Friday the 30th. Then October 1st, we're at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the Pittsburgher for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series 20K to win. So,
and I know Sunday of that weekend, several of our crew members are going to the Pittsburgh Steelers game because, of course, that's not too far from there.
Who do they play?
The Jets.
Oh well. Yeah. There you have it. How did your Patriots do with the Steelers here? I assume that's a final. We're just doing it all. We're giving you updates.
That's right.
They're winning. Hey, that's all you need.
Listen.
How about App State?
Yes.
App.
The Miracle on the Mountain, Part 2. So what a great game. College game day was there. Was excited to watch that. Disappointed that we weren't at the racetrack, but it gave me the opportunity to watch that. Here's a guy looking forward to today's race here at Knoxville. Mike Marlar, the 2-time and defending champion of the late model Knoxville Nationals. And the last 3 times he's been here, he's been the winner.
And what the last 5 victors have all been from Tennessee. It's either been Mike Marlar or his good buddy Jimmy Owens have gone the victory lane.
7 overall drivers from the Volunteer State have won this race.
I can probably guess who the third one is. Yeah, probably, right?
All of them, I'm sure you can.
It would have been Jeff Purvis if he was running at that time, but Purvis, he was good. Very good. Brian Shirley, 20.157. There's Spencer Hughes, the PCC Motorsports car. And the Lucas Oil 46 of Earl Pearson Jr. looking to win this race for the first time in his career. Coming off a 50,000 victory at Port Royal. Back the Rumble at the River.
And he's run very well. Brian Shirley, by the way, won this race back in 2006 doing the old Danny Sullivan, as you mentioned.
I remember that. I remember the call, and it's like, I don't even know how he even stayed on the same lap. But I know he restarted 31st because I was on the call on that one, me and Tony, and it was like, where did he come from? And people were thinking, well, that guy's a lap down, isn't he? No, he was not a lap down. So he got the win. There's the 8 car, Kyle Strickler, out of Mooresville, North Carolina, formerly out of Sinking Springs, PA. And right now he's the fastest in that Melanie Motorsports car, Bob, here in Dirt Draft Hot Laps at 19.953.
He'll start 12th overall in tonight's starting lineup. And I always like to use where you were born as the place that we name, But a lot of these drivers put, on their entry blanks the location of where they live right now. And he does live in Mooresville. So,
both Scott and Billy were born here in Iowa. Billy in Des Moines and Scott in Fort Dodge, Iowa. So there you go, before he moved to California and then to Tennessee.
So I know we're going to get ready for our live national television audience on MAV TV today. So in the meantime, we'll have the Malvern Bank cars coming out onto the racetrack, and we'll go over to the PA here at Knoxville.
Anthony Ainsley.
Working. So I make a trip over there here a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Only to find he's doing nothing but walking around, not even working.
I don't know if it was for my race pass or not, but, he may be working, but maybe not working. I don't know.
He was working his job, and it wasn't over a microphone.
One of those independent contractors, I guess. Hot lap session number 1 out there for the Malvern Bank and Holland with Hoger Trucking Super Late models on the racetrack. It's like first car you see on the screen right now. He was last year's Iowa Governor's Cup winner out of Webster City, Iowa. That's the Burke Plain Plumbing, Stake Racing Body, Stein Heating and Cooling, Gerber Auto, K&M Agriculture, New Tech, Seed Rocket Chassis number 76. It's Hollywood Jason Haney. Jason Haney, that beautiful number 76. It looks like right behind Jason coming off at turn number 4. Currently second in the Malvern Bank West Series point standings out of La Vista, Nebraska. That is the Taylor Quick Pick, Duros Networks, Rocket Chassis, Riot Speed Yards, Collins Home Creations, 5-Star Truck Centers, Yola Well Solutions number 24, Billy the Kid, Bill Layton Jr. Bill Layton Jr. in car number 24. A few more cars out there on the speedway coming off at turn number 2 out of Marshalltown, Iowa. Another Iowa racing legend in the in-memory of Bob Moshman Trucking, Rumor Sports Bar, Hay Construction, Arnold Motor Supply, Action Auto Parts, Area Installations, number 99D. It's the Iron Man, Daryl DeFrance. Daryl DeFrance in the 99D. The other driver out there, the driver out of Muscatine, Iowa, that is the Holiday Trucking, Ellsworth Trucking, Hunt's Construction, Driven Racing Oils, GH Race Cars, Longhorn Chassis, Bill Stein Shocks, number 32C of Chad Holliday. Chad Holliday out there. He was our winner a couple of times on the East Tour, won our trips at the CJ Speedway in Columbus Junction, most recently at the West Liberty Raceway in West Liberty, Iowa. Next group of cars on the speedway. I believe this is kind of serving as our qualifying time trials as well from what it looks like. Again, these drivers using lap times to set up their feature tonight instead of the heat races. Some of the cars you see out there, a few of our Malvern Bank West Series drivers. Guy who's been on quite a hot streak. He's won on the West and the East Tour this year. He's on your screen out of Omaha, Nebraska. That is the I-80 Farms Downtown Recycling, Diamond J Custom Services, Swartz Chassis, Prevost Racing, All-Base Collision Center, Beer Vet Coffee. Number 1, it's the Ripper, Jake Neal. Jake Neal in car number 1. And right behind Jake, one of our East Series regulars out of Independence, Iowa. That is the People's Company Real Estate, Masters Built Chassis, Crawford Transport, Burco Sales, number 14. That is Logan Duffy. Logan Duffy in car number 14. And right behind Logan, driver who finished second in last year's standings on the East Tour. He comes to us from Oxford, Iowa. That is the Precision Performance, Mac Tools, Allen Sierra Construction, Black Diamond Chassis, Performance Bodies, Leading Edge Designs, number 58. That is Dave Eckridge. And our 4th car out there, was the 26 Junior out of Omaha, Nebraska, and the Zeitner & Sons Transport Monster Graphics, Dirt Church USA, Shepherd Racing Engines, Rocket Chassis, number 26 Junior, that is Corey Zeitner. Corey Zeitner in the 26 Junior as we get our next session out onto the Speedway. First car to hit the racetrack comes to us from Davenport, Iowa. That is the filling station, Samson Fence Limited, Masters Built Chassis, Rule Realtors Performance Bodies number 07, that's Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan in the 07. And right behind him, the most recent winner on the West Tour. He is the 7-time series champion out of Marquette, Nebraska, in the Aurora Co-op, Strobel Manufacturing, Grease Truck Wash, Longhorn Chassis, Stevens Brothers, Bison Farms, Preferred Popcorn. Number 14, it's the Marquette Missile, Kyle Burke. Kyle Burke in car number 14. Also on the Speedway from Council Bluffs, Iowa, in the Dirt Track Bank, Capital Chassis, Bluff Sewing and Vacuum, Heartland Properties, Jenny Edmondson Methodist Cancer Center, Wheels of Courage Car Show, Underdog Design and Drawings, number 25, Brad to the Bone, Brad Purdue. Brad Purdue in car number 25. Final car on the Speedway, you saw him in the Lucas Oil B-Main earlier. Driver comes to us from La Vista, Nebraska, in the certified transmission, Kaziski Auto Parts, Zimbrata Drivetrain, Connors Fight, Select Auto Dealers, MB Custom Chassis, Dirt Church USA, Pro Powered Racing Engines, number 53, that's AK, Andrew Kaziski. Andrew Kaziski in car number 53. Again, this is serving as kind of a hot lap / qualifying effort for the Malvern Bank East and West Series. Again, no championship points are being awarded to the Malvern Bank West Series or the Holland with Hoker Trucking East Series tonight. Kyle Burke, the most recent winner on the West Tour. We were down at the Lakeside Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas last Friday night. Of course, last Saturday night, a week from last Saturday, we were supposed to be down at the I-70 Motorsports Park. Unfortunately, Mother Nature had other plans for that. Qualifying efforts still going on here for the Malvern Bank Super Late Models West Series and the Holland with Hoker Trucking East Series. Next group of cars out onto the Speedway. And the first car to hit the Knoxville Raceway now comes to us from Ainsworth, Iowa. That is the Stewart & Sons Limited, Midwest Frame and Axle, DMC Farms, Red Ink, Houston Brothers, Black Diamond Chassis number 43. That's Derek Stewart. Derek Stewart, first car out. Second car in line, Wiley Veteran out of Des Moines, Iowa, in the May Properties, Dynamic Drivelines, Capital Chassis, KS Engineering, Waters Autoland, Allen Sleeves and Scudder, Spangler Automotive, number 30. That is Todd Cooney. Todd Cooney in car number 30. And right behind him, his teammate from right here in Knoxville, Iowa. That is the May Properties, Dynamic Drivelines, Victory Circle Chassis, KS Engineering, Waters Autoland, Allen Sleeves and Scudder, number 32. That is Curtis Glover. Curtis Glover in car 32. And fourth car in this lineup, coming to us from Westside, Iowa, in the Holly Crop Insurance, Masters Built Chassis, Element Graphic Design, Adams Motor Company, Project Enterprises, Monster Graphics number 5S. That is Jeff Segabart. Jeff Segabart in car number 5S. Looks like at least about 7 or so more cars left to go in this one. Derek Stewart, one of our new additions on the East Tours, run a handful of West Series races, mainly in a modified the last couple of years. Good to see Todd Cooney back with us tonight. Of course, Cooney rattled off a couple of second-place finishes so far on the Holland with Hoker Trucking East Series. Had a great race over at the Lee County Speedway in Donaldson, Iowa earlier this year on the East Tour. Right now, our series director, Joe Kaziski, right there in the blue jersey right now directing traffic. Another driver doing double duty tonight here at the Knoxville Raceway. First car out in this session comes to us from Ames, Iowa. That's the My Yield Seed Treaters, Longhorn Chassis, Christie Door Company, Dirt Track Bank, CMD Shocks, McKenna Innovations Group, Performance Bodies. Number 22, it's Charlie McKenna. Charlie McKenna, car number 22. And then Wade's buddy is out there on the racetrack, coming to us from Cedar Falls, Iowa. That is the Hall of Famer, the Aschenbrenner Heavy Hauler, Kirk Beckler Enterprises, Pat's Auto Salvage, Qualm Trucking, Ike Auto Salvage, Rocket Chassis, Red's Limo Service, Hallow Built Racing Engines, number 77. That's Jeff Ike. Jeff Ike in car number 77. Also on the Speedway, the current Malvern Bank West Series points leader from Malvern, Iowa, in the Malvern Bank Dirt Track Bank, Capital Chassis, Scott Bailey Racing Engines, Tanner Racing, Underdog Design and Drawings, number 99. It's the crazy one, Jesse Sobbing. Jesse Sobbing in the 99. And also on the Speedway, the defending winner of the Bob Moshman Memorial here and the defending West Series champion out of Norfolk, Nebraska, in the Signer Trucking Window World, Longhorn Chassis, Seahigh and Associates, Dietz Well and Pump, 106 Kicks Radio, SS Graphics number 04. That's Tad Pospischel. Tad Pospischel in car number 04. Of course, Pospischel mentioned earlier sat on the front row of Thursday's main event qualifier here for the Lucas Oil Series. Pospisil right now in a tight points battle at the top of the West standings right now. Jesse Saubing, again, no championship points are being awarded tonight here at the Knoxville Raceway. But Jesse Saubing, after our last round at Lakeside Speedway, he was 12 points behind Bill Layton Jr. going into that night. He left that night 2 points ahead with 2 points paying races left to go. So a very tight battle in the West Series. 3 more cars left to qualify here for the Malvern Bank and Holland with Hoker Trucking Series. And the first car to hit the track, and of course he had a wild crash out here a few years ago during the Knoxville Nationals out of Oxford, Iowa. That is the Precision Performance, Sussman Ag Solutions, Automedic, Performance Body, Black Diamond Chassis, Halibelt Racing Engines, number 56. That is Andy Eckridge. Andy Eckridge in car number 56. Also on the speedway on the screen, I should say, coming to us from Newton, Iowa, that is the Kurt Schroeder CPA, Jet Train Services, Pre-Owned Autos of Des Moines, CRP Services, Ball Excavation and Plumbing, MB Custom Chassis, number 15C, that is Kurt Schroeder. Kurt Schroeder in the 15C. And final car on the speedway from Papillion, Nebraska, in the Dirt Track Bank, Imperial Tile Company, TB and Company, Stumpy's Custom Creations, Kasiski Auto Parts, MB Custom Chassis, Albelt Custom Homes, number 52. That is Brian Kasiski. Brian Kasiski in car number 52. Right now, Jeff Ike on top of the board with Jesse Saubing in the second spot right now. In terms of lap times, again, this will be how we stack up the feature later on tonight. Andy Eckridge laying down the 4th fastest time overall. Charlie McKenna back there in the 5th position right now. So as the last of the qualifying gets done, I believe that will round out our qualifying session. Again, no heat races tonight for the Malvern Bank and Holland with Hoker Trucking Super Late Models. So we will go right into the feature later on tonight. The race fans, give it up for tonight's fast qualifier out of Cedar Falls, Iowa. That'll be the 77. That is Jeff Ike.
You got to roll by crikey into the front of that.
I think that's your department, Wade.
Well, put your hands together for quick time by crikey, Jeff Ike. There you go. You got this, ain't you, though?